The law is a complex subject, and if you get injured, you will want the very best on your side. But how can you ensure you select the best lawyer for your case? Attorney Paul wmar joins us now with some more advice on this very topic. Paul, welcome aboard. Great to have you back, sir.
Thanks for having me back, Wyatt. It's good to be here.
Great to have you here. An important topic, selecting the right attorney. You say there are many factors we should all be considering in this.
There are. I came up with a list of 10 things that I think everyone should at least be aware of before selecting a personal injury attorney. Today we'll cover 5, and we'll cover the other 5 next week.
Sounds good.
All right. The first thing, and the most important thing, is in selecting a personal injury attorney, there should never be any cost to you. Personal injury attorneys who are experienced at that type of practice work on something called contingency fees. And that means that they don't get paid unless they win your case. So if you've been hurt, you should feel free to call a personal injury lawyer, discuss your case with them, knowing there should be no cost to you.
Makes a lot of sense. You know, it's what we see if basically that attorney's taking that case initially at no cost.
Correct. And the attorney should fund the case for you as it goes, with the understanding that if the attorney's not successful in resolving your case to your benefit, it should still not cost you anything.
Wow. Okay. How about the second point?
Second point is experience matters. And this is common sense. You would never ask someone who'd never done a task before to try to be an expert at that task. So you want a lawyer who's done not only personal injury work, but the exact type of case that you have. If you've been in a truck accident, you want a lawyer who's done truck accident work. If you have a surgical malpractice case, you want a lawyer who's done surgical malpractice cases.
That's a great point. I mean, and when we're talking to that potential attorney, ask them that question. Have you done this exact case?
Absolutely. Ask questions, research websites. Most lawyers have really informative websites that will tell you exactly the type of cases they've handled, the outcomes they've been able to achieve, etc.
Okay. How about the third point?
The third point is, will the lawyer keep or refer your case? There are law firms that are in the business of collecting cases and brokering them out to other lawyers. So the lawyer that you think you're calling, you're not really getting. It's your right to know whether you're getting the lawyer that you called. And again, to your point, just ask. Say, are you going to keep my case or are you going to refer my case? There's nothing wrong with referring cases, especially to lawyers who may be more experienced at the subject matter that you're calling about.
But full disclosure, we want to know.
We want to know.
Okay. How about point 4, Paul?
Point 4, trust and confidence are critical. If you've been injured and you can't take care of your family, or you can't work, you can't feed yourself, you can't get medical care, you have one chance at justice. You have one shot at potentially holding the people accountable for your harm. If you're not working with someone who can understand you, and you can trust and have full confidence to convey your story to someone in a manner that convinces the other party that you should be taken care of and they should do right by you, you're not working with the right person.
Wow. Cannot overestimate the trust factor, that's for sure.
You can't.
How about the 5th point, Paul?
5th point is what I call adequate resources. I can't tell you the number of times that I've had people call me and say, my lawyer has asked me for money to keep my case going. That should never happen. If you're taking on a catastrophic injury case or a serious personal injury case, you need to have adequate resources to fund that case, and you need to have the lawyer needs to have adequate resources to potentially lose all that money. Because again, there should never be a cost to the client. And the lawyer should never have to come to the client and say, we need to settle your case because I can't afford to keep it going.
Critical. I know you've said that some of these cases can be $100,000 or more. This is something you need to have that firepower.
They can, in some serious catastrophic injury cases, can be hundreds of thousands of dollars to finance.
Wow. Well, Paul wmar, great information here. A very important topic. We're going to delve into this more next week as well. But we appreciate you coming back, giving us at least 5 critical key points that we need to think about.
We'll talk about the next 5 next week.
We will do that. Paul, thank you so much for being here, sir. And we will be back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay here.